You are listening to another Third Coast Nerds podcast. Please hold for the next available host. Your hold time will be for as long as they want to hear the music.
I still want to hear the music.
Yeah, me too. A little bit. There we go.
I've never tested this clip to see how long it actually is.
It's like 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I used all of it that one time. I don't know if I'm done.
Right.
I don't think I'm done. If you're stuck on 290 and you just now started the podcast, you should be blasting this shit.
We'll give you one more hit. One more hit.
All the bass. All the bass.
No trouble.
I might have to listen to this one now. It's so weird listening to my own voice.
Yeah, it is.
It's bad enough having headphones on and having to listen to myself that way.
Yeah.
I get confused. Is this my inner dialogue or did I really say that out loud?
I never get confused. All this is stream of thought anyway.
Yeah.
And like shout out to the people who actually send us the things that we actually say.
Exactly.
If it wasn't for like John or Stacy, I would have no idea that I said any of this stuff.
Yeah, it's
the whole thing about Thor fighting a whale.
Yeah.
Forgot all about that. And then she sends me that. She's like, yeah, Thor's fighting a whale. I'm like, wait, who said that?
I get confused though because I'll get the random message and I'll just be like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like that didn't happen. They're like, yeah, it was episode. I was like,
Well, it's not so bad when you hear about it within like 2 weeks of it happening because you're like vaguely remember. And then, it's not bad, but they're like, yeah, I just listened to episode 4. And, wait, what? Like, 4? How long ago was that? Like,
yeah.
That
over
was
half
summer.
a year? Because what number are we on?
32, right?
32?
This is 32.
That's a lot of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not counting our Tapcast, we're close to 50.
No.
How many did we do those?
We've only done maybe like 5 of those, 6 of those maybe.
Yeah.
And then we have like the episode that never aired because it was all broken and everything. So
well, and then we have the special hidden episodes that we just recorded because for the hell of it. Those are fun.
Yeah. The
drunk nights.
Yeah, the hidden episode that may never be released.
Probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
We were up here and it was you and Mike. And there was an argument. I can't remember what the argument was about, but it was hilarious. Because, again, like, I don't drink.
Yeah.
I'm the only sober one in the room, and I'm dying laughing. I'm like, people would probably want to hear this. But as soon as I turned everything on and they got on the mics, everyone got really sober. So the joy of that conversation vanished immediately.
I've actually watched a few game streams this week. Some dude that sounds like he's Australian, but they... Their team loaded up CS:GO, Counter-Strike Go.
Yeah.
And every time you died, you had to take a shot.
Oh, God.
Nice.
So, like, it was hilarious because, like, this dude, I'm fairly certain he threw up on himself. Because I started to go really downhill where you couldn't understand anything whatsoever at, like, shot number 18.
Yeah.
And the bad thing was none of them prepped. Like, we've done this before, played drinking games, things like that.
The Stargate drinking game?
The Stargate drinking games.
That
and
is
all that
horrible.
kind of stuff. But we prepped for it. We went and bought 40s or something for the event, or we went and bought the kind of liquor we knew we could drink.
Or cases of 40s.
This dude, like, just raided the pantry and had, like, 6 liquors that sucked. Like, he went from, like, whiskey to gin to tequila. Oh. And, like, he was only getting, like, 4 shots of each. So... I think that may have played a pretty big factor.
See, I think it'd be unfair for other people, depending on who's playing Counter-Strike with us. Because we'd have, like, Garcia'd be drunk inside of 5 minutes, and I'd be thirsty.
Yeah. Well, and it was their team versus another, groups. They're all on the same team. And the bad thing was they ended up against, like, another team, not just, like, randoms.
Yeah.
So it went from, like, 6 to 12 in a matter of, like, 30 seconds. And it just got hilarious. Like, hilarious ensued. It was...
Yeah, after half the match, you're really concerned if your teammates, one of them may die.
Yeah.
One of them may die for real.
But I was like, man, what game can we play and stream and actually
Counter-Strike.
Yeah, but Counter-Strike, no, you.
So there's a new game.
You would have to do it with like headshots or something because you die so fast in Counter-Strike sometimes.
Well, I mean, you have to if you do the
shake and bake,
search and destroy. And things like that, you die and you wait.
Yeah, but usually we played Assault and it was a 2-minute timer. So either everyone died within 2 minutes, or one or two guys would survive. So.
I would survive a lot more than most.
Yeah, but you can't just sit out there and snipe because you get drunk.
Oh no, I would M4 the back door just like I normally do. Just be like,
you'd clip through the wall again. Yeah,
I don't clip through the wall. I open the door and then
all it's going to be is Colin Lamite going, "Is glitching." There's 4 of them. There's 4 of them there.
There's a new game I've been playing that's similar to Counter-Strike. It takes like Counter-Strike and Arma and a few other games and it puts together the guy that created the original Counter-Strike created it. It's called Insurgency.
Interesting.
And that could be a fun one to do because the games are much longer.
All right.
And then there's a respawn instead of like the full timeout on certain ones, but it's a longer respawn, so you're sitting there waiting.
Okay.
So that could be an option. Plus, everyone would be on equal playing
because no one's ever played it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've only played a handful of games and I'm not that good yet.
Or we do old school Halo 2.
I'm down.
Yeah, no one's
don't play
touched in forever.
I have never played Halo 2.
Oh, it's blast.
Yeah, see,
it's
I don't.
blast.
I don't.
Or we could do like a retro.
It's one of those things like
do
you
Towerfall Ascension.
Yeah.
Every time that you hop on someone's head or shoot them with the bow, you have to drink.
Every time you get shot with a bow, you have to drink.
You have to chug a beer if you get jumped on the head.
This sounds a lot like the Simpsons softball rules.
Now, did you ever hear about the drinking game Neil created for watching Stargate on Friday night? Go ahead.
What was that laugh? What was that laugh?
Any time you saw a Stargate or someone said the word Stargate in any language, so Chapa I works, you had to take a shot. And I think there's 8 of them in the opening credits.
18
in the opening credits. Needless to say, we did it once
with liquor.
With liquor. And after the opening credits, we were like, well, this is the last time we do this.
Yeah, so then we did it with either 40s or beer, but you'd have to go through like 4 beers to get through the intro.
Yeah, well, but then we decided when we did it again that the intro doesn't count. You have to do it. They have to be in the show itself. So, yeah.
Some episodes are really bad.
All of this sounds like the worst idea ever.
No, it was bad because you had Atlantis right after. So you're doing it for 2 hours, and you're just like...
Actually, it sounds very much like it's a great idea. It's a fantastic idea.
Bad idea going into it
until 5 minutes pass, and you're like, I won't play this game anymore. This is no good.
Yeah, I missed Michael Shanks yesterday.
Huh?
Do you remember his character on Smallville?
Yes, he was a Hawkman.
Yeah, and Hawkman has showed up. He's about to be in Legends of Tomorrow, so Hawkman shows up on one of the shows.
Oh,
and
I need to see that.
Michael Shanks played it much better than the current guy, so I really wished.
Okay.
The age difference now, that was in 2010.
Yeah.
It's 5 years later, and Michael Shanks is obviously older than anyone on the CW.
He's doing that Saving Grace show or something. His Twitter's hitting it. So.
But I really after watching. I mean, he wasn't a main character, obviously. I mean, it's a crossover between Arrow and Flash. They were just kind of doing introductions. Mm-hmm. But I didn't really watch Smallville a whole lot. But I did watch all the episodes Michael Shanks was in because of watching him for 10 years or 14 years.
I have all the Smallvilles if you need them.
Yeah, I have them too. But yeah, and it was funny. I went on Reddit earlier today, and I was not the only person that thought that way. Like a lot of people were like, "Man, I really wish they would have got Michael Shanks for this. He was the best Hawkman ever." I was like,
I want to see him as like I want Marvel or DC to grab him and give him a big role, like full movie. I would love that.
He's one of those ones that could actually fit a number of the type of characters. Yeah. So it'd be kind of cool. I mean, I'm always down to watch one of my original, TV Stargate people, and realistically the movie. But most of the stuff they're in.
Oh man, I just got if they just did a legitimate Jonah Hex with Michael Parks, dude. If you've seen a Tarantino movie at all, you should know who he is. and he had a role in Red State. Kevin Smith's Red State. He played the preacher in that. That was unreal. Like, he is awesome.
Red State was an interesting watch.
Very.
Yeah.
The tone was slightly different than most of his movies.
Yeah. We've talked about that before. I was just like, I was not expecting that.
I didn't think it was like, okay, this didn't feel as much like his type of movie, but it was well done.
I like the fact that like he took a kind of a serious turn with that movie. It wasn't like slapsticky. Like, it was actually like
very serious.
Yeah, I was like, well done, dude.
And it was like you just made a real movie?
Yeah.
See, I wanted just like 10 seconds in the background, Jay and Silent Bob just standing on the corner.
Right.
Just like as they pan past.
Their cameo is just like
standing
Jay
there.
singing a song while he just...
Or it'd be better, given the tone of it, that like Alanis Morissette just walks in the background somewhere.
No, she does cartwheels in the little like wedding dress, like tumbleweed in the background.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, the one chick's like, quick like a bunny, and you see Alanis Morissette.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then like
I
I was still hyped
Dogma.
up. I was still hyped up when like he announced Tusk, and Tusk came out. And I was like, okay, good, like another Red Statey kind of feeling movie. Because like with the trailer hit, and I was like, dude, he's going Stephen King with some stuff.
Yeah, I thought, but not. So
And
much.
no, Tusk was like, what is this goofy shit?
Yeah, I
Oh,
actually would need to watch that again before I could talk on it too much because
I don't think I've seen it, or I don't remember it. Like,
Yeah,
I know
I
the
mean-
name. I know that I wanted to is on my list. I can't remember a damn thing
yeah,
about it.
it's Michael Parks and Justin Long, and it's
I like Justin Long quite a bit. He's fun.
yeah, he's good. He's good.
One of my favorite movies is Accepted, just because the way he played that role.
That was fun.
And when it came out, like in my life, I was just like, "That's cool. I like that."
Well, that and Blake Lively was on that. She looked really good in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you had like the ranting from Lewis.
That was for you, Ed.
Just so you know right now, Neil thinks Blake Lively is really hot.
No, she was. No, actually, she still is.
I'm gonna do the Jamie Foxx thing.
Right.
I'm your conscience.
I don't have a conscience.
I can agree with him on that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ow. Anyway,
it's been a long week. I'm glad it's Thursday. Actually, it's 8 days now since we've got
8
behind
days.
the mics.
Yeah.
Our days have been alternating.
Well, like lots of pie and turkey happened.
God, yeah.
Did I tell y'all that one of our listeners week got messed up because we switched days?
Really?
When we did it on the Tuesday, it popped up on their feed on Wednesday, and they are always used to listening to it on the way to work on Friday.
Yeah.
So they thought it was like Friday on Wednesday.
Dude, yeah, the last 2 weeks
That's
really
awesome.
messed my mojo up because like I got switched back on a work schedule where I show up on Fridays again.
Yeah.
And that the first week we did the show on the Tuesday, and that was going to be my full week. So I come in Wednesday and
Thinking
I'm posting the podcast. I'm like, easy day, bud. I'm posting podcast. I'm editing stuff. I'm like posting at work. Great. Because usually like I think I had that one posted by noon.
Yeah, it was pretty early.
Yeah, and because my internet at home sucks, my upload takes like 4 hours to put the episode on YouTube. So at work, it's like 15 minutes. It's up there, and I'm uploading. Lunchtime comes, I'm like, oh, dude, my day's over. I'm thinking like, awesome, go home early. My week's done. I'm like, shit, it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I went home early anyway.
Nice.
But I had to come back the next day.
Oh.
Did you leave early the next day too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then last week we did the episode on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I was off Thursday and Friday, so it was pretty easy going. But yeah, I think I uploaded the episode that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like midnight it hit.
And then the next day, everyone's home. Everyone's doing Netflix stuff. My internet's getting bogged down because we have like 5 extra people on my home wireless network.
Yeah.
And it took 5 hours to upload to YouTube.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, if this gets flagged after all of this, because I can't remember what we had in that episode. There was something on there.
Oh, there was a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot. It was like close to 2 hours. I'm sure there was something on there that was going to get flagged, but it cleared. Everything went through just fine.
Well, we didn't show any video, I don't believe. We just had 6 people around mics.
No, we had stuff queued. We never got.
We never
to it.
got
No,
to
there
it.
was video.
Was there?
Yeah, I just can't remember what it was. We had. I think the. I can't remember if we watched it before or after, but the Taiwan #1.
Oh, yeah.
That thing.
Yeah.
There was a lot of different stuff. There was like trailers for something. I can't remember what it was.
#1.
Taiwan #1.
China #1. Taiwan number 4.
Apparently, there's a new video from him up now too. So,
Yeah.
I watched that the other day. It was entertaining.
What's the theme of that one?
Oh, same concept.
Same. China number 1.
Yeah. The first one, they all got killed very, very fast. They thought there was a cheater. The second one, like, I'm fairly certain, like, he got. I gotta remember. I gotta watch it again. But I think he ran over a bunch of people and just like kept running them over and just like doing donuts around them, yelling stuff at them in a cop car. So
that happens a lot actually on like Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, this is that H1Z1 or whatever that game is.
H1N1.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's the flu.
It's kind of I think based on H1Z1 or whatever. It's some zombie game. It's some mod for Arma. It was like one of the first Daisy. Yeah. The number I've lost entire days going down that YouTube rabbit hole because like all the ridiculous stuff that happens, like they kidnap somebody, and they feed him like hand sanitizer, and kill him with hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
You should watch some Rust videos.
Yeah, that's
what I'm playing now.
They'll make them like strip down and put them in a cage. Like it was funny. They a group of them run across this naked guy, and there was a lot of package talk. And then they're like, "Hey, follow us. We can help you out." So he follows them back to their base, and they have basically like the cell from Walking Dead in there. So they tell him to get in the cell, and they have him rename himself Reek, and they essentially just like turned him into Reek. So
that's excellent.
Yeah. I've been well.
It's when you log into a news server,
right? Yeah.
Screw this.
So. Yeah, there's some fun online with that stuff.
Yeah. What was the one of the videos I saw? It was like the creepiest encounter this guy's ever had in Daisy, and it's night, and the game is like kind of true to environment. Like it's pitch black, dark. You can't see anything, and he sees like a light in the distance, and as it approaches, he realizes it's a guy holding a lantern. And as he gets closer, it's a guy with a bag over his head, and like it looks like Hostile or something like that. Like he's got these like leather overalls on with this red shirt, and it's all bloodstained and everything. And he points to the guy and tells him to like kneel down or whatever. And or I'm sorry, no, the guy with the video, whatever. He had the lantern. The guy just walks out of the darkness. There's a guy just walking down the middle of the road in the middle of the dark. And so he asks him, like, the guy points and, like, does this weird head movement and points. And, like, the guy's like, all right. He's, like, English. He's, like, British as shit. He's like, all right, mate. All right. Lay down. I can't do accents, but screw it. You know
oh, no, keep going. That was great.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
It's like Mates, but it's not Australian.
He's Australian.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do Australian. I can't do
Yeah.
English.
Can you do Australian after you get stabbed in the heart with the stingray?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. That's a challenge.
I'm not going to try it, though, because I kind of like my heart without a hole in it.
You're like sticking your fingers in random animals' bums.
All right, I'm not doing Australian anymore.
Yeah. Done with that one.
Way to take that one away, Chad.
Or you could be like that shirtless dude in the outback that just like catches deer by hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, that guy's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he's part of a tree, and you're like, why am I watching this video? And then,
He's like, settle, mate, settle, settle. Or when he wraps himself with like an ostrich carcass and snags a kangaroo.
I haven't made it to this corner of YouTube yet.
Dude.
This dude catches a kangaroo with his bare hands.
We need to do one of these nights again because, like, sometimes after the podcast, we would stay. Well, back when I didn't have to work on Fridays, we'd stay. Sometimes when you had the next day off, we'd be up until like 2 or 3 in the morning, just Chromecasting random bits of the internet.
And we got to some disturbing parts of the internet, and that's where like, let's reassess our lives.
It was hilarious. I think the night we went to Hop Scholar and then came back here. Or no, it was the night we went to a UFC fight at Twin Peaks, and then we all came back here because Monkey was with us.
Yeah, that's when I learned that the bitch can eat a couch.
Yeah. Dude, My Strange Addiction. Just.
He's so excited. No, look at yourself.
Yeah. Dude.
Can we actually do that in slow-mo? Does OBS do that?
Someday.
That's something we need to note down. Someone write with a highlighter. Like, we want to be able to get ourselves on slow-mo in the same live podcast.
It's really easy.
All right.
Oh, are you doing something on the TVs?
I can certainly play it, man.
It's not from Lionsgate, is it?
Oh, this is so bad.
My name is Jennifer. and I'm addicted to eating mattresses.
Eat mattresses.
I like my mattress plain and straight up. I know mayonnaise, butter, none of that.
Neil's so
It's
confused.
like a hard texture, like my taste buds are, kind of like a guitar.
When I found out that Jennifer eats mattresses, I was just dumbfounded. I was like, oh, it blew my mind that she did that.
She eats a square foot of mattress.
So, like,
every
does she
day.
come out, like, pre-wiped? Does it, like, wipe her as she takes a shit?
I make sure, like, when my mom's not going to be in her room, or I can be in her room. So, like, let's say when she get in the shower, tiptoeing in here to get it. The reason why I'm not
That's
eating my
pocket
own
mattress.
Hiding mattress
is
in her
because
pocket.
I ate my mattress already.
There's
The
a
side
part of
effects
this.
of eating
There's a
mattresses.
part of this that someone's asking her
gas
how
is
much
really the only one you
mattress
have.
she eats, and she pulls it out of her pocket and munches on some as she tells them.
Yeah.
Remember that
Oh,
part?
wow.
Like,
Yeah.
I
It's
died.
It's like pocket spaghetti.
Yeah, I was gone.
Like you just walk around with a pocket full of spaghetti and just snatch a handful out whenever you get hungry.
I'm
You
very
know, pocket
concerned
sandwich
No,
I
that-
could get. Like pocket spaghetti,
I
pocket
heard
mattress.
Pocket
not for
spaghetti,
me.
pocket
I have
mattress.
seen it
Yeah,
in
look,
the
there's
toilet.
foam in the mattress,
Comes
and
out
there's foam in the toilet.
pieces.
Foam in the toilet.
That seemed awfully clean, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know they just threw that in there for the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
At
come
age
on.
5, when she
I
ate
was sitting
a
in the
car
back
seat?
seat.
Ate a car
It was
seat at age 5.
sponge down there, and I just picked it and took it and was like, just chewed on it.
Just sit on the couch,
I've
eat a mattress.
couches,
Or sit on the
box
floor and it's
springs,
the table.
chairs. But for the last 10 years,
What is this?
mattresses has just been my thing.
This is dumb.
This is a whole.
I like the way she keeps her secret from most people, yet we're watching a clip on YouTube
Yeah.
that was
How often
from
do you eat
TLC.
mattress foam?
Wait, is
Oh,
this
yeah.
the part
Consume it every day.
What part?
where she
And,
pulls
like,
out the
one
mattress and
sitting,
eats it
like,
while
I
she's talking to the
would
doctor?
eat,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
this thick.
You know, the problem you face is you're going to have a hole in your intestine or a complete bowel obstruction.
Can't she fill it
and
with
it's
mattress?
going to be an emergency. And emergency means you could die.
Well, it's how you clean out mattress.
Okay.
How do you not
Fear
think
my
you
heart.
can die from eating a square foot of mattress a day?
You can change
How is that like some sort of reality, like a slap? What? What? Are you saying I may not digest foam correctly? Like, you can tell she's not digesting foam correctly already. Like, a square foot of anything going inside your body on a daily basis is going to make you bigger all the time. Like,
I can just imagine she's like, hey, you want to go over for tacos? And you're sitting there in the little mattress pieces with taco meat, and you're like, that's not a
no,
tortilla.
that, I mean, it's not even creative. You're not wrapping taco meat up in like a sliver of mattress as a tortilla. You're just straight up, I got pocket mattress. Like, pocket mattress.
I would think that she would at least do like pocket sriracha. That way she could just some
Right?
flavor and just. All right.
And that, and
Little
I
spicy
thought
mattress.
I heard her say, I don't even like dip it in butter or nothing. Like, do the normal mattress eating people keep one pocket full, like a Ziploc with butter, like garlic butter in it?
If you just carry it
like,
around,
Well,
they use one of those
if
things
you,
like
if you prep it right, you do it like popcorn. Just put a bunch of little ones in there and just like spread the butter on it, right? A little of that spicy, salty stuff. And you just watch a movie.
you get one of those heating pads so that you can keep like between the heating pad and your body temperature. You got you got 98-degree butter at all times.
if you're carrying around like an old dial pump, like soap pump, full of butter, just keep it tucked in an armpit. Perfect temperature. Perfect temperature.
Wow.
Tuck it in
Now,
a
I wonder
fold.
what tastes better, chair or mattress. I'm thinking mattress because that.
Where do you get the chair?
Well, I mean, that's what she said. She's like she'd eat a chair, she'd eat a pillow, like. But mattress has been her thing for
but-
the last few years.
But I mean, like
For the
I like the way you said that too. Like
maybe
mattresses are my shit.
Right?
Like,
well, think about
but
it.
the thing is
Do you
like,
think
you
any of us
have
would
to,
have
like, brand.
foamies if we had her on the podcast?
It was just just yank it out of your like.
No, but like I want
The whole.
No, I'm wondering if like she's like, can we get the next couch from Gallery because Ashley's just wasn't as good. Like,
Right?
Like, does she like the brand? She's like, no, I prefer the Martha Stewart collection.
That's
It's-
Sealy
it's,
Posturepedic.
Oh,
I hate Sleep Beauty, but I
That
love
and
some
I would
Tempur-Pedic.
kill my sibling, you included, if I go to lay down and I sink into a hole in my mattress and be like, "Bitch, you get over here and fill my hole."
Really? That's what you want to go with? Like
you
think
need
about that, Neil. Think about that. Get over here. No. This is Texas, not Arkansas.
But yeah, like, do you pick like random spots in the mattress so it balances its? I have a lot of questions. Was there a hashtag on that episode that I could? Wow.
Chad, you should see if we can get her for an interview. Like, let's see if we can get her on.
No, just send her a pillow with a note on it.
Do you take your payment in memory foam? Like,
what is it? President's Day? Is that the best time to get a mattress?
but could you imagine like her at Walmart? Like you see people that walk around Walmart and they'll just open up a bag of chips. She's just walking around with a mattress topper.
Well, no, like I wonder if she goes to like that mattress aisle and she's like, you know, people like when you go and you shop for grapes, they're always like, no, like that bag. Like this.
Right.
She's like going from one to the other.
It's like, why do all 9 mattresses on the floor have 3 bites out of them?
I keep buying these Chinese mattresses, but I'm hungry an hour later. I'm going through them like crazy.
Oh man.
But yeah, it said at the end of the video as it was trailing out, like it's been more than 5 days since whatever her name is eating a mattress. Like that's
something that no one should have ever had to say. At no point in time, if there's some higher being out there, was you know what? I'd like to see someone eat a mattress. I want there to be a situation to where
that wasn't a part of the Jim Rose circus.
Apparently not.
Yeah. Oh man, I remember seeing a clip of the Jim Rose circus like forever ago, back when it was just antenna, and it was nuts. But the craziest thing I saw is they vacuum pack. There's this chick that's known for getting vacuum packed in like one of those like the infomercial.
Words are hard.
Yes, they are. Okay. After that, yes, words are hard. But she would get vacuum packed in like one of those under the bed storage bags.
Okay.
To the point where she was like dead, like purple, dead.
Yeah.
They would have to like basically
they put reverse on the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, the medical geniuses at the Jim Rose Circus would just unzip the bag, reinflate it, and then just slap her until she wasn't purple anymore, and then she would wake up.
And you found this on YouTube?
No, it was on TV.
It was on real TV. Oh, you said antenna, like in the golden age.
Yeah, in the golden age. Back when like the UPN like late night lineup was like, yeah, you had like Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt, and then you had sightings. Yeah, and the sightings always had like weird, goofy, off the wall videos as a part of the show when it wasn't freaking you the hell out. It would just show you like, and now for the lighter side of whatever the paranormal. Here's the Jim Rose Circus.
Yeah, I think I was usually asleep at that point.
I was probably playing EverQuest.
Yeah, true. There's a lot.
Yeah,
of
you would have that, and then you would flip over to the hilarity that was Jack Van Impe's Ministries. Do you remember that? He's still on.
Really?
He is still on the air.
Who?
Jack Van Impe. He's like a televangelist, but he's like the Marvin Zindler version of like televangelists.
Yeah.
And he has this ditzy blonde chick that is his sidekick or whatever. And
I didn't think either one of them would be alive again still.
They're live again.
Yeah, they died. 3 days later they came back.
What's this?
I need to Google.
Jack Van Impe. Yeah.
Just sound it out.
And oddly enough, he's
Chewy
not
a Wallafor.
He's not a character in an RPG.
Wait, does his wife have like big hair?
She got big.
She did.
Hair.
I don't know if she does anymore.
They were on that one channel, like the
TBN.
TBN,
yeah.
The
Trinity Broadcast Network.
Like you could. It reminded me of
a
teacher
owned by Lionsgate by chance. Should we not be talking about this?
I remember her hair reminded me of a teacher we had that we used to put pencils.
Which I don't know this teacher.
Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
She had like the same hair, and it was all like 3 or 4 cans of hairspray, and like you just pop a pencil in there, it'd be there for a week.
I love that there was like huge, like a very stark contrast between the two of them delivering their ministry or whatever, because he was all fire and brimstone and like the heathens are going to die, and it would go to her. And she's supposed to be like the lighter, like...
It was like good cop, bad cop,
well,
basically.
It would go to her, and it was supposed to be like the lighter counterpoint. And she would just come on with a voice like this. No, you should not be afraid. Everyone should be okay. But just know if you're not a believer, you're going to burn in a lake of hellfire forever. And they'll just peck away at your soul for all of eternity. But if you call right now, we have a book to sell that could teach you the way to not get pecked to death by hell crows.
Hell crows? Nice.
Yeah,
I'd have gone with
I'm looking
Hellbats.
at their website now. They look a lot different than 15 years ago.
Do they really? Because
Oh, yeah.
last time I saw them, I was like, they're still around and they still look the same. Like Marvin Zindler looked the same.
Oh wow, they've gotten into new times.
Yeah, a little modern.
Oh, I mean, the studio looks different, but they
Well, the
look
studio
no
looks like-
different.
Well, no,
Yeah.
she looks a lot different. Like she like has a little like point at the bottom now, and the hair.
You know what
on
that looks like? if you replace them with Norm Macdonald or Tina Fey, it actually looks like the old Saturday Night Live set is what they're sitting at.
Oh,
there.
that is. They probably were like, "We can get that on sale. Y'all aren't using it, right?"
It was donated.
Yeah, that's. I guess this is what we're talking about.
Yeah,
They don't look.
or
any
maybe the
different.
Jon Stewart set.
They don't look any different.
No,
Really?
she used to have like a rounder face and like big hair.
America to every nation on earth.
And I can't believe that same announcer.
Yeah, well,
That could just be pre-recorded,
Yeah.
but
In news and commentary. Here now.
yeah, like the same soulless eyes. She has
this
the same.
still feels like we're in the late '80s, early '90s with this intro.
Yeah.
Welcome to Jack Van Impe.
Welcome.
I don't know how many times I have said what a joy it is for us to come.
Yeah, she got a little older.
into your home or wherever you're watching this program.
Did she just
But
say she's
today
stalking
it's
us?
very
Yeah, she wants to
special
come into our home.
because we have some
what she just
dynamite
said.
news to share with you, and we must share it. So many
Anyway,
times.
I'm gonna cut this because
Yeah, please.
yeah. So that's that was the thing.
I
that,
like of all the things we talked about, you chose to put that one. Like not
I
anything
don't
from
even
Tales from
know.
the Crypt or Dark Side or no. Let's go with the Preacher Man.
Let's
and
go with
his
Impy.
wife. Yeah, let's go with the Imps.
Impy and Mrs. Imp.
Do you remember back in the day? I don't know. It was more like I had this in like a private school thing or whatever. But they had scary stories to tell in the dark. Did you guys ever have that come through your book fair? It was like a book fair staple. Every
Yeah,
school
see,
I ever went to.
we had like none of that stuff.
We had a yo-yo people come through.
Yeah.
I was
It
trained.
was
Y'all
a
ever had
door to
book
door.
fair?
Like, you know the guy that sells rainbow vacuum cleaners?
Yeah.
He showed up and they gave him a box of yo-yos. And like he was just showing everyone how to yo-yo, essentially.
Yeah, I was the apprentice, so I
Yeah.
got a free yo-yo. It's pretty cool.
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
Like
we
our
did a little,
library was yeah. If it wasn't a Becca book, we didn't have it.
It wasn't a library thing, but you had book fair where they would set up like
did
a
we,
store.
Did we have those? I don't.
If we did, we probably didn't go because we were like, no one's going to be at the gym.
See, I went. Yeah, I went to private school starting in 5th grade.
Yeah.
So 5th and 6th grade, I was the rebel because I didn't want to be in private school. So I probably wouldn't have shown up to the book fair. All I remember about that class was we had Oregon Trail on a Mac, and we had a system for when you were good, you got a popsicle stick, and that was a
Marker.
currency.
A marker.
So yeah, I
call
just went to Michael's and stole a box of popsicle sticks and bought anything I wanted. That's essentially the majority of what I remember about 5th and 6th grade.
Yeah.
So
Well, it was a staple.
How did
I
you
mean,
get 4,000 markers? I've been really good.
it was better than the people who tried to get away with just like sucking one. Like I can see the chocolate line. That doesn't count.
well, if you had scary stories to tell in the dark, you were kind of, if you had a chance to buy it and it wasn't taken away from you immediately, you were kind of getting away with some stuff, So
I
Oh,
seem
yeah,
to
there's
remember the
no
title.
way-
I bet I may have saw that at a book fair when I was in public school, like 4th grade.
Yeah, this was never at our private school. Like, this wouldn't be allowed within 6 blocks of it.
well, I mean, at ours, like Monkey can kind of tell you, we got away with a lot, but over time, like some things would get taken away and new things would take their place.
Our Pogs got taken away.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, I think we had ours taken away because they considered it gambling. Because you would any ones you would flip over, you'd have to trade and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was kind of in the rules, but we never played that way because I want my Piranha Slammer back.
They didn't know what it was, so it was bad.
Yeah.
Because the Bible didn't prep them for it. So yeah, Pogs were not in the Revelations, so it was not allowed in our school.
Well, I mean, it was allowed until they
Figured out what it was.
someone. Usually, it was a misunderstood.
Someone
parent.
went and cried because they
A
lost a
misunderstood
Pog.
parent would be like, "Oh, well, no. Here, if you gather all 6,000 Pogs, you kill people."
Right?
Like something like that.
Like when you hit level 60, you have to commit suicide.
Yeah, that was brought up in EQ, and I was like, I'm 70. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Like,
they increased the level.
Do
cap.
you understand that if that was real, the game would be a failure and no one would play it? Like, I'm going to take as long as I can on 59 because I really like myself.
Yeah.
Well, you would have. We had the same thing with Magic the Gathering. Like over time, like certain colors were banned. Like, well, you can still play the game, just don't bring any of the black cards.
Racist.
Yeah, racist. And then it carried over to red, and then green, and then blue was gone because it was sorcery, and then
White deck's all you can build. Mono
white was left, and
if it doesn't have wings, you can't bring it.
It's gotta be,
yeah.
you can play
And
with
then
angels.
then one of them caught eyes of like the Wrath of God card.
Oh.
They're like, yeah, we can't have that in school anymore. And then I think I ended up bringing like Rage or something like that, which is all just werewolves.
Yeah.
I just
You'd have
gotta-
to like print a proxy, the Wrath of Good.
Yeah, the Wrath of Good. Well, there was like a Christian version of Magic the Gathering.
What was it called?
I can't remember what it was called, but you probably stumbled upon it at one point. I think it was called like the Crusades or something like that.
That reminds me of the Nintendo games that were actually pretty good.
Oh no, they weren't.
Yeah, Exodus and Noah's Ark. Like, I would go back and play some of those.
You remember that? There's like Crusade, the collectible card game.
Spiritual
No.
Warfare.
Last,
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I'm not seeing when I Googled Christian Magic the Gathering, I get a lot of people saying that Christians should not play Magic the Gathering.
I wonder if there's memes for this.
I think it was maybe it was Redemption.
Redemption.
Yeah, this looks because I remember the tagline on the box was like in the footsteps of Jesus.
But there's only one set of footsteps. We need.
Yeah, I was like,
We need to be able to sound.
where are the footsteps when he's walking on water, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, typing in the word redemption did not return what I was expecting.
However, the images are pretty awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, this was Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This is like the artwork was tremendous.
Yeah, that's of the devil. We couldn't have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like whoever was the artist could only afford one pencil.
Yeah.
There's no color.
The artwork is like the most legendary thing about the book. But the fact that you would give this, like, I see
Jack?
Yeah. That one right there.
Is that actually from that?
That's from the book, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
They
all this is
copied.
from the
They
book.
copied Jack.
Well, this was before Jack even existed.
So was Jack ripped from
Inception.
here?
Inception.
Oh, we got an. I think it's been like 2 weeks since we
Maybe.
Inceptioned.
It happened last week.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
What minute?
Hell if I know. Like, I just remember it happening. And it could be me remembering it happened last week, but I was really remembering the week before. So I mean, it could be.
Well, if you know the
It's
timeline,
mind Inception.
12 minutes from now, but 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That works. There's been a lot of timeline changes lately.
Did you? So speaking of time and time travel,
Yeah.
I watched the Back to the Future documentary.
It's on my list.
It's very good.
I need to add it to my couch potato.
As soon as I get me a TARDIS, I'll have the time to watch it.
As soon as you get a TARDIS. But yeah, it's called Back in Time. It's on Netflix. Very well put together. It's a nice little timeline about the movie, the making of the movie, the fan impact, the cultural impact. The DeLorean, the script. It covers a lot of areas, and it has all the stars talking about their roles in the movies and how it's impacted their lives going forward. It even like Christopher Lloyd was like, I didn't want to be in this movie to begin with, but it turned out to be pretty good.
Yeah, I guess your audio's not muted, huh?
My phone is not. Well, that one is.
I was like, I'm going to send this to us so I can watch this later, and I want to see who didn't mute their devices.
If you would have waited 30 seconds, it's at 1%. It would have died.
Yeah, it would have died anyway.
Let me switch.
So if you'd have waited 30 seconds ago, but 4 minutes from now.
Oh, okay.
That's a callback. It's a callback to
So
the previous
yeah,
episode.
Loot Crate sent me November's box. So this box, Shredder box.
The same one my dog ate.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he ate my Diablo and my little Fallout guy. Like, I have that left and like the comic book and the button.
Oh wow.
Everything else, my dog was like.
Well, the
"Ooh,
stickers, I think
nom, nom."
the stickers were played with at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that was just.
So which little Blizzard guy did you get?
Diablo.
Oh yeah.
Who'd you get?
I don't know. The dude with the sword and the skull on top of his helmet. There's two of them. There's the one on the bottom.
That's one of the.
Yeah, I got that guy.
He's a WoW boss mob from. I want to say Zek, but that's EQ. Like
Yeah, I'm going to actually keep it for at least 1 month to get the December box because it looked pretty good.
That's how they get you. That's why I'm like 18 boxes in. All right.
That was cool.
Yeah, maybe the 45-degree table angle won't work if you don't clean up all that crap behind you.
Holidays are coming, and I'll have the time to do it.
Wasn't there a holiday last week?
I was busy.
Dude, my house has not been this clean in like 2 years.
This clean?
No, well, no, not
Oh,
this. Not, yeah.
Like, damn. Sounds like my garage.
Or that clean, I should say, because my house is somewhere that way.
Yeah, it's that way for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Kyle, you're not good with directions.
If moss grows on the north side of trees.
Where's the tree?
It's your house.
You should plant one for you tomorrow.
You should know where the trees are. You live here.
Oh, man.
Gotta go outside for that.
You never had book fair at your school.
I don't. If I did, it would have been a bunch of Christian books, and I didn't care.
We didn't like
the thing that every kid had to buy every year was like the Guinness Book of World Records.
Really?
Yeah.
No, actually, I remember. No, that was someone else brought it out. Calvin and Hobbes is like the only thing that.
Yeah, Calvin and Hobbes was like a big seller.
But then that wasn't allowed anymore. So.
Well.
Yeah.
Talking animals.
Yeah.
Apparently,
they just sold
the
like Carmen tickets.
I did sound for a comic concert.
Well, that's how we found out about the Archangels comic book.
Oh, yeah?
It was actually a studio here in Houston that was publishing that book. Remember Light Force TV?
Yes.
Yeah, they were featured on Light Force TV, and I actually called them as a part of like an 8th grade project, I think. I called them and did like a whole interview with them. I met them at a convention. Andy, I think I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but Andy Orwella is actually a friend of a coworker of mine. He was the artist on the book.
Oh, nice.
And I have all their books all signed. Really cool dudes. I think the book failed after like 10 issues or something like that. But there's not a whole lot of money in comic book publishing. But they had like an apartment, I think, on like the west side somewhere that they were running their entire office out of. It was kind of an interesting operation. But yeah, Light Force TV, Switchfoot was featured on there back when they were like a Christian band.
POD.
I
when they
always
were
waited.
Yeah, POD. Yeah,
always waited for one particular song that happened every week. Shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved that music video.
Yeah.
When they had the poetry thing, I did that in like 7th or 8th grade, where they had like the poetry performance before they played the video. Dull as dirt. You can't discern the kind of light that might persuade a strict dictator to retire.
Nice.
Yeah, I had the whole thing memorized and did it as we had some cultural thing. Basically, no one cared about education at these schools, so it was kind of like it was a lot of fucking off, like these kind of things. So.
Yeah, I get to be Charlie Brown.
The only Spanish I know is Bible verses.
Yeah.
Yo soy el camino. Y la vida.
The only Spanish I know is estas tortillas son mis pantalones.
Yeah, when I hear that, you got tortillas in your pants?
I think this was back at
do you like corn or flour?
This was back during the CBG days, and this is the only phrase I've actually memorized. But I would ask different people that spoke different languages, how do I say this in this language? So for Spanish, it was my tortillas are made of pants, or my pants are made of tortillas, one way or the other. Jason knew French. I asked him how to say this plane is full of pork. I need to find a fire extinguisher. I can't remember how to say it.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah. There was that. I think in Urdu, Shatab taught me how to say, I'm a big white devil, give me all of your candy.
And how do you say that one?
I can only remember the big white devil part, which was like, Bada Goreshtan.
Nice.
So that's all I would run around the floor during the Packy Connection days. I would just run around the floor going, Bada Goreshtan! Bada Goreshtan!
Very nice.
And then if we could, we didn't have Sack translate whatever phrase that he said at the beginning of the podcast last week.
It's on the Facebooks.
It's on the Facebook. The translation is.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
If not, I'm pretty sure there's a translate button on Facebook.
Well, I don't know what to type in because I hear it. I'm like, I don't know what those syllables are.
And I think they have extra little dashes and dots around them.
Yeah, like
my keyboard does not.
It's pretty much just writing the word and throwing confetti at it.
It looks like it's like a U with a line through with a little paka at the top. You don't know what it is. The bitch head you put a comma and then you raise it up.
Raise it up. Have you heard of Harrow County? You're not real big into Dark Horse, huh?
No.
Apparently,
it's like a show coming up, I think, right? Something like that?
It's a drama based on a horror comic. I was really hoping Ed would be here because he'd probably know more about it. But usually, if I have a comic book
question,
probably
more interested if you said it was a drama based on a horror comic.
A horror comic. No, but it's Grimm's done pretty well. Sleepy Hollow's done pretty well. We talked a couple episodes back about how much horror stuff is starting to. We're actually getting a few things to watch with Ash now.
Have you kept up with that? The Ash?
Oh yeah, I'm up to date. I'm up to date.
I haven't even watched
TV.
the first episode yet.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's very enjoyable. This last episode was pretty entertaining.
Yeah,
it's.
How many episodes they're in now? It's been what, 4 weeks? 5 weeks?
4 or 5, yeah.
Okay.
But it started Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
So it's 5 weeks now. But they're Saturdays, so they don't care about like taking days off for holidays because everyone's still home on Saturdays.
Yeah, I know. I went to go grab my batch of episodes for last week.
Yeah.
And nothing. I'm like, oh man.
Last week Gotham came on. Ash came on. And that's about it.
Everything I watch is like midweek, and they're like, "Yeah, we're not going to fight Thanksgiving."
I'm gonna share my Sonar calendar like Chris did this morning. So
yeah,
but yeah, it's doing great for me. It was cool. Actually, I get a cooking show back, Top Chef.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of chefs on that show. I think they're on like season 10 or something.
You might dig it. I downloaded. So I have his Ultimate Cookery course, Gordon Ramsay's Ultimate Cookery course. It's on my Plex. Really good series.
Yeah, it's pretty
good. Didn't air in the United States, like a lot of great shows. And then he also had, I don't know if it was recent or longer ago, but I just heard about it, so it's new to me. He had like a home cookery course. It was like a series of episodes about, basically an extension of that same show.
Yeah.
But it was like, I cook with my kids and I call them assholes.
Well, and that probably turned into MasterChef Kids because there's a MasterChef.
So he does. Like, how well can you make a PB&J?
Dude, these kids can cook better than you, guaranteed. Like, some of them are competing better. Of course, MasterChef is amateur, not professional.
Yeah.
But some of the kids are outperforming like top 20s and adults easily, like
for mac and cheese.
You got to think about it though. I mean, cooking is essentially basic math and basic chemistry. Realistically, your measurements, patience, like. The only thing they don't have is like, okay, I hold this bowl this way a lot. Just like the little things that you learn over time that make things easier on you. But when you're younger like that, you're learning it's a puzzle to you. Like, how am I going to make this rise, turn out fluffy, all that kind of stuff. So I mean, they're learning it as they do it, and it's probably a really good time for that kind of stuff for kids. It's almost an art, an arts and crafts kind of thing. But
yeah.
Man, I was very impressed. I mean, I haven't watched any episodes. It's been on after other shows, and I left the TV there and stuff. But like, yeah, dude.
I'm just picturing a meme of like the heavy breathing kitty, and it's. Did you take music lessons? No, I took cooking. And he's just sitting there. I don't know. It just popped in my head.
Well,
yeah,
with the amount of
like, kids, at least on the amateur show, he's not a dick. On Hell's Kitchen, like you should already know how to make risotto and beef Wellington before you come on my show as a chef. As the other ones, what a lot of people don't understand is that's realistically almost a training class they're a part of.
Yeah,
they do things on on Hell's Kitchen back-to-back days, but you can tell that there's a difference between days on MasterChef. So they may do 3 episodes a week, but that day between episodes, they're being taught what they're about to have to do for the most part. They're being learned, like taught concept and things.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool because you got this guy who knows his business pretty well. He can't make money off of it somehow, but he knows his business.
Well, from every account, I actually ran into a guy at a Halloween party a few years ago who he's like one of the co-founders of Perry's Steakhouse.
Yeah.
And he came in like the legit like chef's garb. And I'm like, hey, so you like a contestant on this? And he's like, no, I just came from work. I'm like, okay. Well, sort of hit it off with the guy, and he ends up telling me like his sort of history or whatever. Like he started out selling mainframes for IBM, made a ton of money, retired at like 35 or retired at like 30, and decided like, oh, I'm just gonna go cook, and so sold everything that he had here and went to Europe.
Nice.
And after like 4 or 5 hops, he ended up working in a kitchen under Gordon Ramsay.
Very nice.
And he said one of the things that like stuck with him the most is like if you wanted to learn, he would stick around after shift, and they would just take everything that was left over and make like the most amazing stuff with scraps.
Nice.
Just sort of like a learning course. Like he would teach, like if you were really into it and you wanted to learn, he would spend all of his time teaching you whatever he knew.
That's how he became how he is.
Yeah.
Like, he's played with combinations that normal person has even access to the ingredients because of that kind of situation. So, you know, and I don't know how many recipes he's gotten from contestants. You know, you hear him say straight up on the show, that's going in one of my menus. You know, like, that was a great, like, original idea, and you signed. It's mine now. But, you know, it's smart that way. That's really how you become who he is. Hey,
but people treat it as, like, such a task to cook. And it's like, it's a creative endeavor. So especially...
Well, they also have people cleaning up after them.
Yeah, well, that too. But like Bill Burr recently said he was on Rogan's podcast, and he's a stand-up comic. You may not know him, but he's a stand-up comic. But he has all these other pursuits that he takes on outside of comedy just to sort of keep us calm. Like the dude was like, I want to learn how to fly a helicopter. Paid for it, learn how to fly a helicopter. Like, he can fly helicopters now.
Nice.
He took up cooking at like a very high level. So he's going off on this whole vocabulary of cooking, and he's from Boston. Like, he's got a very heavy Boston attitude and accent. He's like,
you guys.
He's like, you put butter in the shit, and then you fluff it up, and then it doesn't rise. So you're like, fuck, I got to start over again. He's like, I don't even want to do this anymore. But the main thing that he said in the podcast that sort of translates to everything is like, you can't be afraid to fuck up. You're going to fail.
It's going to happen, yeah.
Yeah, just do it. Like,
that's how you learn.
Do it knowing you're going to suck at it.
The difference between people who are success and aren't is people learn from their failures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you cut the recipe by like 1/2 less flour and it didn't rise,
don't do that.
Yeah, don't continue to do that.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe
like,
I should try less flour, see if it works.
Or like when I had my pumpkin cheesecake fail on Thanksgiving. That sucked.
Why did it fail?
So 2 layers of foil around the springform pan's not enough. Water crept into the meringue, so it was a write-off.
Why didn't you get one that doesn't leak?
I don't know.
It was $11 on Amazon. It showed up at my house yesterday.
Do they have one that doesn't leak?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's just one solid piece, the base and the sides.
Well, that's the whole point of the springform pan is that you can lift the sides of it off.
Yeah, this one locks in. Like, you're good. No leak proof.
Yeah, the one
but it still comes apart?
At Kroger, like it snaps in. It's a solid piece, and then when you pop it out, like, there's no leakage.
Yeah.
Well, I did it with
I haven't played with it yet, but yeah.
Just get a giant gasket.
I'm gonna get that spray. That that rubber spray, or whatever. That like
the
we turned a truck into a submarine.
This boat bottom is a screen door.
Yeah,
Flex Seal.
That's it. Yeah.
That's gonna make
it comes in multiple
delicious.
colors. And now there's like this one with a straw.
Well, I was trying to think ahead because I had enough to make 2.
Yeah.
So I think I may have screwed it up because I put parchment paper. I was trying to figure out a way, how am I going to slide this cake off so I can make another one after this? And so I put parchment paper in the bottom of it and just, like, I had the full sheet, put the springform, the sides of it around it, snapped it shut, and then tore off the sides. So it didn't, like, it had some gap there. It may have had, like, a wrinkle in the paper or something. Yeah. But, you know, otherwise, there was a hole somewhere in the foil, and it sat in water, and, yeah, it ruined. So people ate it. I advised them not to. But
yeah,
all right,
pumpkin cheesecake gets eaten.
Yeah, that was the first thing gone at ours.
Yeah,
I looked at it and I was like, "There's a lot of people." Like, that's normally not my first thing I go for. I go for my Jello.
I sharpened up my knives.
Yeah,
and I didn't spend like an extravagant amount of time.
Yeah,
but I did take a lot of care and sliced apples, maybe a 1/16 of an inch thick. So I was like, this is cutting good. And I'm like, slink, 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 slink. Like, this is just like peeling. Like, it's kind of like one of those knife demo shows like you see on it. Like, we're doing a lot of late night TV. So like the Shop at Home Network, when they have the knife sales at 3 a.m, they're cutting up paper. We don't know why.
And aluminum cans.
Yeah, aluminum cans. Like, it can cut through a can.
When was the last time you needed to cut? Right?
Kenneth might like this. Yeah, people, we have a deal for you. Coming up. Authentic Staghorn folders. Put a clock on it. This isn't going to last, people. 2 hours later, there's still 35 left, people. Call now.
I love when those channels go on like a 8-hour like refresh. So it's like, we're never going to have these on this channel again.
Yeah.
And then 8 hours later,
the rerun.
They're also never going to have it on the channel again.
Yeah.
So if you don't catch it one of the 3 times today, go to our website, and it's available there all the time.
Yeah. I used to watch the baseball card shows to price my collection.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah, I got that card. I got that card, too. I should have sold them when they were worth something. The same with Spawn #1 and all the comic books I had. Back when Spawn, like, if it was graded, it would probably be like an 8.9.
Yeah.
But back at that point in history or whatever, whenever the Shop at Home stuff was coming on, you look at it and it's like, holy crap, like Spawn #1 in this and like an 8.5 just sold for $400. I should sell that immediately.
Yeah.
But you get caught up in the whole collector thing, like it'll be worth more later. You get greedy. Now it's worth like $9.
That's a big drop.
It is,
and the value of the dollar too. I mean,
yeah,
that could have been what, $600.
The market just dropped out. I did look at original art though.
Yeah, I saw something about that.
Yeah, I found an auction site for original comic book art, but all the artists I like are really expensive.
Yeah.
So I found the cheapest J. Scott Campbell piece was $6,000.
Yeah, you got to save up for that one.
Yeah, because I saw someone's. I saw a picture of someone's. What do they call it? Man cave. But it was like a comic nerdy man cave.
Yeah.
But it was like a classy, like Mad Men-ish kind of thing.
Oh, nice.
So it was like
Pinky Up.
Yeah, like Pinky Up, like dark walls and stuff like that.
Pin-up girl pictures.
No, it was like interior. Like the guy had like covers. Yeah. Like a lot of like old like Joe Kubert stuff.
Yeah.
Like 60s, 70s. Like what is it? His eye patch.
Nick Fury?
Nick Fury. Yeah, Nick Fury and his Howling Commandos.
Okay.
Like he had the cover to like issue #2 or something like that.
Oh, nice.
And it was framed in this gigantic piece where you had a splash page, you had the actual pages from the original book, and then had the original book intact and graded in this gigantic frame.
So I wonder how many actually comic books he had to go through to make that.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Because that's at least 3 issues for the graded one and for the 2 interior pages you ripped out.
Yeah.
So
I found what I was looking for. Because you mentioned the
how long ago was this? Like 20 minutes ago?
No, the infomercials.
Rewind.
Yeah.
So I sent you a link.
Oh, dear.
Someone did some amazingness with Billy Mays.
What is
I
this?
heard it the other day, and I was just like, oh, this is awesome.
Billy Mays here. Have you ever wanted to carry your cocaine around on your neck, but you get hassled by the man? Camouflage cocaine canisters.
Are you putting it up on the big screen?
I can. I don't know what I'm putting
Is
up
he
yet.
supposed to put it up on the big screen?
Let's do it.
Okay.
I haven't
Is
seen the
this?
video,
Oh,
but
my
it's gonna
gosh.
be... Yes.
Man. All right, let's do this.
I'm already looking that way, so.
Yeah. All right, back to the beginning. That's the only thing you get in sync.
Yeah. He was consistent at the start.
Yeah. And then it's rabble.
That hurts.
Yeah, it does. All right, enough of that.
Yeah, that's
He was better than most others, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's 2 dozen of them happening at the same time.
Yeah, that hurts my brain.
that could give you an aneurysm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh man. Did you see that? I guess they got Cuba Gooding.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Thank you, Cuba Gooding Jr. He's playing OJ.
Yeah. And then what's
hilarious.
Will Smith now? He's some guy that told him concussions were real and the football people hated him.
Oh gosh. So man,
What?
dude, I'm no like Africaologist, but his accent is bullshit.
Yeah.
Is it as
It's
bad
distracting.
as that one he did with his son with the spear? Like they're futuristic, they land on a
Oh,
planet.
the Scientology movie.
Was that Scientology movie?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, you know Will Smith was a Scientologist. Well, now you know.
Is Jaden Smith
And that
a
explains Jaden
Scientologist?
Smith.
Because that was like the worst.
So
voice.
are his tweets approved by the Church of Scientology?
It's
Or
approved.
does he pay extra to get
It's approved by the idea that if you believe in it, you can achieve it. So it's like, if I believe my dumb shit is good, then it's good.
Nice. Very nice.
I want to go like look for Jaden tweets now. Like, what's new?
We haven't done it in a long time, man. And he's still, the thing is, like, he has like the possibility to have a career. Like, he's getting SAG checks from Karate Kid and from the Scientology Will Smith movie. Like, he's getting
money.
It's syndicated. It's on TV. Like, it airs on TV, and every time it does, ching, count your bills, getting paid.
Yep.
And he probably has a handler that still allows him to do this. Like, yeah, that's a good tweet. Go ahead and rock that.
Right.
Yeah. Send.
Would you like to increase your level within the Church of Scientology after you send that tweet? How much money is that tweet going to make you? We'll take 17%.
The one of the most recent ones, Shia LaBeouf. Do not leave New York City without letting me see you. You don't know if that's a threat?
Yeah. Not quite sure where you were heading on that one.
Home is any place that has a bed, a TV, and you.
So what happens if your mattress gets eaten?
What if you're shopping for
we need to send her to Jaden's house.
If your mattress gets eaten, it's still home, as that was not in the equation that I just stated for home.
Technically, if the mattress is in you, anywhere you go that has a TV is good. Like, you can go to B-Dubs and be like, I'm home.
If you just...
Home is where your mattress is.
If you just hitchhike somewhere and then just shit out an apartment.
And a pressure washer.
You're on the phone like, Ma, I made it to Wisconsin, but I'm having a hard time passing the blender.
Ouch.
Oh, no.
Hot water burn, baby. This podcast took a bad turn.
Yes, it's getting painful.
Yeah.
Like having to poo a blender.
At least it's not plugged in, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Unless
you would
it's
have
a
to learn
generator.
like which way to go in first, so you know which way it's going to come out. But then, like one day, your intestines like, you know what? Fuck you. Turn everything upside down and sideways.
This is the level of stuff I get from Kenneth. There's an amazing talent show. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's called. There's a guy that is known for like regurgitating random things. So he swallows it and just go and horks it up. But the way that he does it is the funniest thing I've ever seen. He has to hit himself in the chest, go, and and then it comes out.
How does it go again? So it's like the Mel Gibson putting his arm back in place type thing.
Yeah, essentially.
You know?
What?
In the Lethal Weapon, it would like every single time
he'd dislocate his shoulder.
He got the limp shoulder, and he'd just be like, "Damn it, not again!" And just run up and just bang it up against a wall.
That was like a thing for a while in like action movies.
Yeah.
Everyone got their shoulder dislocated and somehow was hero enough.
But doctors are good now.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen a superhero or a hero hyperextend their knee in a while.
Oh yeah, here we go. Britain's Got Talent. Let's do this. Maybe.
For those of you that are just listening,
Did your internet die?
We're all looking at a TV screen and about to play a video.
We're staring at you.
Kyle's internet. For real? Bruh.
Have you tried turning it off and back on?
Have you tried fixing your crap?
I fixed it earlier. I don't know what the hell the problem is.
You turned it off and turned it back on. You didn't correct the DNS problem. That's probably the core of the issue.
My
Hey,
internet,
no.
it's working for me.
We all looked at that. There's nothing wrong. It's set correctly.
I'm not doing great on my fantasy this week.
Your basketball.
My internet's is working fine.
How did the news of Kobe's retirement affect you?
Try it again.
None whatsoever.
Oh, is he retiring?
Yeah,
About that
he
far?
wrote a letter.
Like 4 years too late, but now it's like the Kobe retirement tour.
Yeah,
Well,
it is great because they show
Is
up
he
in
going to
Philly,
go play golf and then come back?
and Philly gets their first win of the season. They're now 1-19.
Wow. Wow, that bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think your internet's screwed, so we can't play the regurgitating dude.
I think it's your computer because mine's working fine.
Oh, here we go.
I hear noise.
Now, what Stevie is about to do is extremely dangerous.
Oh, let's fast forward. I don't care.
That's a great time to start. Yeah. This is all for show. This doesn't matter.
That sound. Did you hear that? Let's do that again.
Someone give a knife.
Wow. So, I need... Amanda, would you be wearing a ring?
Someone from the audience give me something you love so I can swallow it.
Let me borrow your ring. I'll give it back to you. I promise you.
Hang on a minute, it's my engagement.
Oh, that doesn't matter. Thank you very much.
Come on. Get to the point.
She does not look happy.
Amanda,
Like, instead of coming up on this one, we're going to go down. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow morning with your ring in hand.
Say goodbye. So, I have one lock and key. Can you lock this for me, please? Pull out the key and make sure it is definitely locked.
Just open your mouth a minute. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have asked that.
Oh my,
Okay,
oh my.
Can you put the lock?
I'm
lock
unbelievably
in my mouth?
British.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, God.
One key. Thank you.
I'm following you to the toilet.
Good. I'm going to put your key into the lock, unlock the lock, find your ring, put it in the lock, lock it, remove the key. When it comes back, it will be locked inside.
All right, just get the noise, man.
Then we'll get the key out.
Okay.
Okay.
So stomach motions are happening.
Key going into the lock.
It is the most disgusting thing you've ever seen.
The ring has gone in.
No, I saw someone eat a mattress earlier.
The keys.
Yeah, but he can cough it right back up.
Can he swallow the pieces and put it back together?
Ah.
It sounds like someone's raping a giraffe. So did he win?
I
don't think anyone wins in that
Yeah,
situation.
in that situation, do you really think anyone's a winner?
I don't know. No.
Yeah, because he just Morris Day in the timed bird called us.
That's a disturbing noise.
It is.
Isn't it? Fantastic, though, isn't it?
See, I'd be in the audience going, "Caw!" Just, just doing noises
Throw off his
back.
timing.
Yeah.
Like it takes golf concentration for him to do what he does. You could caw, and then he dies.
I want to go.
Took a dark turn, didn't it?
I want to go. Be like, that's my trick. Did I win?
I kill talented people. This is what I do. We done with this? You want to wrap it up on that note?
Right? Is that the last thing we want to leave our fan base?
Yeah. Let's do it. Got talent? Send us a message.
Yeah. If you have more talent than a dude swallowing anything than making that noise, if you have a better library of noises you can make,
come over and let us record them.
You might be the next wacky flailing arm inflatable tube man outtake.
Oh, nice. Well done. You've been
I
practicing?
cannot believe I said that.
Yeah.
I cannot believe I actually got all of that out.
Yeah, you can't say like Cape Town out loud, but somehow you got the inflatable arm tube man.
Don't even know. I actually got afraid halfway through that.
You were like, oh, crap.
Hold on. What's Ishmabin's last name?
What?
Ishmabin what?
I can't remember.
Shanalador.
Oh, Shamamador?
No.
It's correct the way you say it, but it sounds like a
I
product.
made the name up, damn it. I can say it however I want to.
I'm completely aware of that.
He's from the medieval times.
But you're aware it sounds like something you would wax a floor with, right?
I am so okay with that. That's why when you create a character name and the character name is Ishmabin, you naturally just go with, let's repeat something very similar to that syllable like 4 times in the last name. So Ishmabin Shanalador. Just yeah. And
Billy Mays here with an outstanding new product, Shanalador.
Wax on.
Wax on, wax off.
Screw Fabuloso. You got to try this.
Yeah.
We would not be good at selling things. Not at all.
Oh, like you can take it or leave it. I don't really care.
Right.
But you should probably take it because I like money.
Hey, you buy one, screw it. I'm overcharging you. I'll give you a second one. Like,
you buy one, we're going to at least hang out for like an hour.
At least.
4 easy payments and 1 really incredibly difficult one.
Yeah. I want to change my address before that last one.
I miss Mitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But since you're on Reddit now, you should check out Shower Thoughts because the legend of Mitch continues.
Just don't go for the pictures.
No, they don't have any pictures. It's just all like Mitch Hedberg notebook stuff.
Yeah, don't worry.
But it's good.
We used to discuss them at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
But yeah, there should be a Jaden Tweets subreddit that should exist.
Probably does.
Probably does, yeah.
There's a lot of subreddits. A lot of I'm only subscribed to like 40.
Yeah.
And there's infinite amounts of subreddits and stupidity.
Yeah. I found it's kind of hard. It's like difficult picking one too, because you have a lot of repeat subreddits. I found at least 6 of them dedicated to my truck, like the Toyota.
Like yours specifically?
Yeah, just his truck.
Just
people seeing him drive down the street taking
Chad's
pictures.
Truck at a Sonic. This is him in his sleepy spot under a tree. Like that's kind of crazy.
Dude, my sleepy spot's so good right now.
You found a new one?
With the cool weather and everything, and the fact that I guess whoever was mobbing my spot before, I guess their schedule changed so that now when I get there, they're not there. Because there was a couple weeks where I was arriving and then the whole spot was full. Because usually there's only 2 or 3 parking spots that are left open under the shade trees. So I've been getting there and I'm like, you son of a, and there's nowhere else to go. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll just stay awake.
Just go to a Sonic and don't.
Couldn't you just buy one of those visor things?
I do have a visor thing, but you have all this light creeping in from the sides. That's not good.
Get some of those
foil. It's easier. It's easier when cold weather comes in, and especially the last few days where it's been nice and overcast and stuff. I can go sleep anywhere, but now that it's sunny and everything, just kind of gets it kind of sucks. When it starts to get warm again, you sit out in the black vehicle under the sunlight. It gets hot in there pretty quick.
I'm looking at shower thoughts.
You stated that you're looking at shower thoughts.
Tell us one.
The object we use so that papers do not fold improperly is called a folder. Yeah.
Deep thoughts.
I know. Mm-hmm. I drive safer when there's food on my passenger seat than when there's a person sitting there. Because we all know it's true.
That's very true. That's very true. I drive the most cautiously when I have a back seat full of groceries.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're a passenger, I'm taking risks. You saw the airbag light come on. You know what's up.
Yep.
Chad's like, my hummus? No, it's not getting hurt, but screw you, get in the back.
When I hear a bag start to give way, I'm like, no. Take an extra wide turn.
See, right now when I turn, I have a giant glass bottle that's empty in my trunk from last weekend. So every time I turn, I'm like,
okay,
really got to remove that.
We have a Garcia related one.
Oh.
If a ginger has a neck beard, would they be called a redneck? Yeah, you can tell them that one tomorrow at work.
Oh, we're different offices at the moment.
Oh, well, if you have carpet and you have drapes, is that a wall scroll?
Maybe. Yeah, I could spend a lot of time reading this.
The carpet wall. We could make it a
waterboarding would be so much worse with orange juice.
Pet the furry wall. What? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Waterboarding would be so much worse with orange juice.
Or milk.
Yeah, that could get bad.
You lactose intolerant?
Urinals probably think toilets are bisexuals.
It's great, isn't it?
The opposite of Netflix and chill would be to have Blockbuster and Blue Balls.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll subscribe.
Yeah. I think we'll go on that.
Yeah.
Blockbuster and Blue Balls is a good
and Blue Balls.
We might actually, I think for a Mitch anniversary thing, we should have robot voice. Maybe say something cool from Mitch. We got to find out his birthday or death day.
Yeah, well, you said that like you knew when it was happening.
Oh no, there's research that's required here.
Did you just have a shower thought?
No.
It would. I think one of them involved pre-wrapped peanut butter slices.
Yeah, I think I found what I want her to say.
What?
Have you ever thought on a cosmic scale how small your penis is?
Wah, wah, wah.
It would be great her saying that though. It's like she's
but
reducing it down to ones and zeros.
I'm no I don't really fully grasp the stuff the wheelchair dude said about quantum mechanics. But aren't things in a black hole infinitely large and infinitely small at the same time?
Supposedly.
Yeah, so
we don't know.
Yeah. You could have both an Indy and an Audi and the biggest one of all.
Yeah.
And everything in between.
Yeah, I'm going to subscribe to this one. So,
I'm barking a rip in the space-time continuum. Yes!
We have derailed.
And music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to go out. It's time to go out. Tune in next time when there may or may not be discussion of the legend of Inky Binky Bonky.
Yeah.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
That was a good callback. That was an excellent callback
Well
because I did not remember what we actually started the episode with. Anyway, to all a good night.